Support LaneSide. Get something cool. All right, here we are down on the lanes with our resident two-hander, the Beast Rob Johnson. That's me. And today we're looking at the new 2.0 from Hammer. It's our first new not urethane ball since the USB-C changes. And we got a strike right off the bat. Yeah, now we're going to be looking at this ball a little bit differently than we do normally. We're going to look at this out of the box with a little bit of surface change, and we're going to compare it to all the urethane that you've seen before from Hammer. We want you guys to see exactly where this ball sits in the lineup. So my first shot there, I was standing 30, and you could tell that was it looked pretty traditionally urethane to you. You didn't see me swinging the whole lane. You didn't see me, super deep right off the bat. This ball allowed me to move in a little bit and get the ball down lane without it being too jumpy. Now, I will say, this ball comes out at 500 2000 out of the box, so it's got a little bit of shine to it. And you can see, I think, down lane, especially right here, watch when it comes off the spot. It's just a little bit faster than what I'm used to seeing with urethane. And I think they did that just so it matches up with more players for a longer period of time. Now, you think about this. This isn't your traditional Hammer urethane that you saw. It does have the same core, that LED core that we saw in the new one, which means it has an 027 differential in it. So this ball flares, unlike you would see with like the 78D or the original purple that was a much tighter flare. This does use this new active cover stock a little bit more. And I think you can see it right here. I was able to get that one a little bit farther out because of that shine and because of that flare. I could get a little bit more performance than I would out of a urethane ball. I could get a little bit more reaction from the friction to the right. But that's not always what you want out of urethane. So we're going to throw it one more time here. And I'm going to try to get a little bit more around it here. Try to keep it in the oil, but shape it. Now, a lot of you have asked in the comments already before we even posted this new cover stock, do we have to worry about oil absorption, the USB-C rule? Are they going to change things? Well, in talking to the designers of this new cover stock here, it does absorb oil. It does it slowly. You see me coming around it here and shaped a little bit more. So you can see a little bit of a confused look on my face. I was expecting that one to lay off. This is well within the specs for the USB-C rules for oil absorption and for hardness. This is around 75, 76. So if you're investing in this ball, you don't have to worry about USB-C coming out, as far as we know right now, and changing the rules again because they're well within them. Now, you saw how much that ball shaped there. I need this ball to be more urethane to me. And the first thing I thought, and I said it on here when I took it out of the box, is it was a little bit shiny for me. So I hit it with a 500 pad here. Now you can see I used my True Cut pad here just to take some of that shininess off. I didn't really dig into it like I normally would with urethane because I am on a house shot. But I wanted to take some of that shine off and keep that 500 grit underneath, those nice peaks and valleys to keep the ball smooth. And, ooh, hey, look at that. That's urethane. Watch it. Watch it more on the spot here. Much slower off the spot, much rounder. That reminds me way more of urethane. And I say that because we're going to compare it to a purple. We're going to compare it to a 78D. We're going to compare it to the new one. And we're even going to go back to 1998 for some of you old hammerheads out there. We're going to compare it to the Blue Pearl, the 80D, so that we know, exactly where it's come from and where this ball is going. So that one was rounded and it laid up. Let me go a little bit more forward on this one, see what this ball does. That looks pretty good. Look at it. Very, very smooth. It's still very clean, even though I've taken that shine off. And it's slowed down its reaction. What we mean by fast off the spot is when it sees friction, a faster response ball will make a quick move laterally. But this ball when we took the shine off, it slowed it down. That'll happen with most pieces of equipment. The more surface you have on it, the more it reads up front, the less energy it's going to have down lane, the smoother it's going to be. Here, I'm going to do it one more time. Look how controllable that is. You just think about the videos that you've watched. How often do you see me get to move right a little bit? Play into the oil, play it smoother, play it straighter. This ball really, really surprised me. Here I am left-handed, and you can see very, very smooth, nice and continuous, but not like finishing out but behind the 8-pin. Now, here we are. We're going to use this. We're going to use our new here as our benchmark ball. Usually, we'd use our Turbo X, but we're comparing apples to apples here. So we're going urethane to urethane. So the first up here, we've got our purple hammer. This is a Brunswick purple hammer, not the Hopkinsville. Now you can see through our oil pattern there, we've got the new 2 at about 5 boards more out of the box with the shine on it. With the shine taken off, we've got it closer to around 3 boards. It's a little bit slower response and about 2 to 0 feet difference. So they're pretty close in where they make their move. It's just if you're able to knock the shine off. You can see here, that was a nice shot. This is with our shiny one out of the box because we want you guys to see what it is when you're going to get it yourselves so you can make your own decisions. Here is our purple hammer. And you can see it's about 5 boards, about 2 feet earlier. It's pretty close, and you saw afterwards there, once we hit it with the 500, we were able to move a little bit farther right into where you can see where we play our purple here. So we had it about 3 boards, and the total length was pretty darn close. Now, let's have some fun. We have the 78D, and you can see a little bit more of the difference there. The 78D was about a foot earlier. You could see the new get down a little bit longer. You can see it here in the replay, and it's a little faster off the spot, but it is about 5 to 8 boards inside of the 78D. So the new is about 5 to 8 boards stronger and about a foot longer. Now, I had to. This is too much fun. We've got the original blue, and you can see it's about 10 boards stronger, but interestingly, the blue pearl, watch where it starts to hook. It's about 3 feet earlier. You can see here my feet were 10 boards, but watch, right there to right there. So there's about 3 feet earlier, but way smoother, not as much hook, not as much grab. Look how much on top of the friction I was. And here's the one, not urethane versus not urethane. You can see pretty much the only difference that we have here is the new 2 is about 5 boards stronger. But when we look at the break point, boom, exactly the same, they match up. It's a little bit stronger. I know some people complained about the new being a little bit weaker off the spot sometimes and overreacting when they shined it up. Well, the new 2 is going to take care of that and do so much more in getting you closer to your purple hammer when you go out to tournaments. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a show. So until next time, we'll see you LaneSide.